Okay, welcome everybody. Hope all of you are doing well. Let's start today's analysis by the name of Almighty Allah and see what is up with the market. So, as you guys can see, I am right now in my trading view. Let's go and start first with US dollar, or we should go about the signals first, like what happened lately with the signals. Do you guys want to know? Let me show you guys. So right at 99,800 something, it was like below 100k that I gave you guys the signal, and twice I told you guys to take profit at this range. And now if you guys see, it is turning around, which it was the same for Ethereum. I think it was around 3,177 because I missed this wick. So let's correct this. Around here, I give you guys a signal. Now, the market is still not in the uptrend. We're just trading these positions because we want to make money, but it doesn't mean that the market is full on bullish and everything is going to go up. Same thing, it was 152 point something right at here because, as I said, I missed the wick. I gave you guys a signal for Solana, but still we haven't fully sold Solana. I gave the TP once and I told you guys take one of these trades. So if you have taken any of it, all of them went to profit. Like last night I closed my Ethereum completely. I closed Bitcoin completely. I added in Hype and Tau for the long term as well. Tau is doing good, by the way. Our Tau position is Alhamdulillah doing good. It gave you guys another opportunity to buy it just a little bit lower right at this line. So I hope you guys did. If you did, which is not a financial advice, you would have been in profit anyways. Alhamdulillah that we are able to do this together. Now let's go and see what is actually happening. What can we expect from the market? So, if you guys remember the last session that we had about the bear market, the scenario was that Bitcoin is still in a position that we cannot uh, call it what? A bull market yet. So, this was a dump, obviously. So, we bought the dump, we made some profit, but because the trend line is broken and the trend line for USD is broken, we need to pay attention to potential dumps that are going to come unless $107,000 to $112,000 is reclaimed. First of all, if $107,000 is reclaimed on Bitcoin, it means that we have just reclaimed the first support that it just recently lost. But the actual push that will come in the market is above 112,000, which we want to happen, and everybody's liquidation. Sorry. Everybody that have shorted Bitcoin and made it become like this, their stop losses are all above $112,000. I have previously told you. And you can check that as well to confirm right at these points. You can see now, before that, it was here for them 117 to 118,000. If you guys remember, I gave you that level, so we didn't cross it. We sold it immediately here, our Bitcoin, and you can see it fell. Now their stop losses are here. A lot of people are going to be completely liquidated, let alone their stop loss, if Bitcoin goes above this, which is what we want. If we want to see a healthy uptrend back in the market and everything, you see 10%, 15%, 20, 50, 100% going up in the altcoins, we need to go above this level. Okay, so Let's come back to Dixie. The thing that I mentioned to you guys was that Dixie below 100,000 is still in a good position, because I have talked this on the debt of US dollar video that I made many months ago. It was because if I go and see this in a longer view, first of all, I will see both these waves, that you can see that it shows us that we are in a bear market in US dollar. Can it go up? Can it maybe trap a lot of people, which that would lead to a bear market? Yes, it can. But for the long term, it will keep on dying, because that's what it has done. It has lost 99% of its value since it the the gold standard was removed. So, since there is no backing for this fiat money, which is run on debt and interest, which is absolutely haram money, this is always manipulated by war. So, it's unfortunate, but people are using it, and it's, imagine, the dominant currency of the world. Now, Bitcoin is its biggest competitor, so it will always fight Bitcoin. That's what we need to see. But at this point, if it crosses here, again, I'm telling you guys, if we cross 100, there will be a push toward 101, which is the which you shouldn't be losing the second one. Okay, if we lose this one, maybe we can call it a fake out, then it can fall again. But you should not lose this, because the next move is going to be significant, and that will be the cause of Bitcoin going to, like, who knows, $69,000. Okay, other than that, it's still safe. As long as we maintain this entire level, we are safe. And what we can expect is maybe another push down from here. What can confirm that we are again going to go down? First of all, a nice rejection candle would confirm that. Secondly, once it falls below this box that I have made the drawing, once we fall below, then it will be 100% confirmed that this cannot easily go up again. And at that time, Bitcoin should be around 117, $80,000, which would lead us back to higher prices and all-time high. This is what we actually want to see in US dollar, okay? As you can see, it's currently being rejected on weekly, but on daily, it is rejected. So if we come back to the daily, what do we want to see here? I gave you this box in weekly, but in daily, if we lose this resistance, we will still have to go at least below 98. So we're sure. So you can expect something like, this is a good thing, but it will take you to this level. Then, if we see this, then it's again a good thing, which will take us back to this level. Now, if we break this, then it will be something like this happening in the market, which will take us to all-time high in Bitcoin. Okay? So this is the actual roadmap that I am drawing for you guys, but every day something else happens, so we need to see it according to that. I'll go through the liquidation levels in a while, but before that, we need to see what is happening in US dollar. The other scenario was, if I think Nasim, you were here, uh, I believe. So we were talking about break of this trend line. Now, if you see, there is already a spike at this level, which is not a breakout. This is not a breakout. It closed twice below this on daily. This is absolutely not a breakout. What does it give us, and what does it mean? So this still hasn't happened. This was the scenario that if it is going to break. But this hasn't happened. And what we saw when we bought Bitcoin, we got this candle, which it came down. Now, What we want is this to continue coming down, and it will truly turn on Bitcoin's potential toward the upside if we go below this box that I have here, because this is the level of demand that you can see for so long. It kept making you this resistance until it was fully broken, so it shows a lot of demand at this level. Now, what can happen that can make things worse? Something like this would make everything worse. If not, a breakout from here, a retest of this level can make the breakout happen higher in USDT dominance, which that you should be careful. If this goes down, it will take Bitcoin to where? 107,000. And that is the exact level that we just recently lost. This will put us into bear market definitely. Let me show you guys here. So in Bitcoin, let me go back. Oh, okay. Let me make some things clear here as well. Okay, so you guys can actually see where I mean. This level was a very important level, and as you can see, it has been lost. Now, what Bitcoin can do, I still think it will maintain here, although it came a little bit down from this zone. I still think it can maintain here to do something like this. This will become important. Then next time this will become important for us to reclaim. But if something like this happen, you can expect Bitcoin to approve this scenario. So I want you guys to be ready that if we see something like this, well, we can still be saved because there is a very good demand level below this support level that recently we got the bounce from, which was here. Now, this is still active. You can see that the break of trend line is still active. Nothing has changed. And what it would mean in this chart is something like this. Then we must maintain this. And it can again try for the second time to actually go further down, confirming the downtrend. Okay, it can be something like this later, but it doesn't matter. The point is that this level is important to be reclaimed, but this lower demand level is also important because we cannot ignore this level. Every time, even from below a trend line, something can go back to trending upward if a higher level is reclaimed. So we should see the impact of this level of 94 to 92,000 something. It can even go to 90 to go below this to absolutely panic everybody and make everybody crazy. Then it will go up. So this is something that I'm trying to make you guys prepared for the worst case. Okay, it's not what will it take for me to just keep giving you guys hope that things will get better? And how realistic would that be if I just keep giving you guys hope, but the data shows something else? So we need to be realistic and we need to see market in that through that view. Now, we talked about this, right? We have entered here, we have taken some profits, like around 5% in Bitcoin, which is fine. It has covered our previous Solana loss, and the same for Ethereum. But now we are still holding Solana, which I believe that it should turn up and at least go to these higher levels the same way Bitcoin would. This will give us a little bit more return. That's why I went and bought Tau for the long term, which you can see it's performing well, and as well as Hype, which I had very less. So those are for long term, and we need to maintain our cash. If I had more, I would have done so many other things, but that's not the case. And here, you guys are following my own trades, so I share the things that I buy. Now, we made another group inside community that we can discuss potential 100x coins, which I will inshallah talk to you guys maybe tonight, later tonight or tomorrow, and inside the group, and maybe we can have calls like this and discuss those actually inside the charts. So now, after saying all these, you can still see that the chart for Solana and Ethereum and Dogecoin, nothing has changed. Doge has still the potential to drop if the market goes down for the correction that we're looking for. Even if Bitcoin comes back to the 98 support, Dogecoin this time will go to 13 cents or 14 cents. So if you want to accumulate some in that level. Otherwise, if Bitcoin goes to 92, then Doge will go to 10 cents. Maybe, maybe. Although it has lost a lot, but let's say hypothetically that if Bitcoin goes to 94 to $90,000 and Doge maintains this level, then you should know that Dogecoin at this point is very, very strong, and we will accumulate it and look at the range of profit that it will give us, like 48 to 50%, which is going to be fine for our steady growth and the signals as well. So I am still waiting for Doge. That's why I haven't given you the signal, because it did actually go a little bit up, but it was in the middle, and just because of 6% profit that it was giving, I didn't risk it. So I gave you the ones that was high probability, because if we just keep making money with confidence, that's better than actually not knowing what would happen, or if we take more risk to the downside with no actual stop loss level there. So this would be better. We will have a stop loss like this in Doge. Let's say it comes right at the middle of the zone, and we will have how much? 6-7% stop loss. This is the wrong way of putting it. I should put this one. Okay. You see, from anywhere, from here, this would be much better for us to take this trade other than anything else. If it goes lower, then again, the chance of making more money will increase. Then we can accumulate there. Although I'm still having Doge as my number one in portfolio, is because I have traded it previously a lot. That's why it has become my number one. But I have already taken profit too. So it doesn't matter if I lose a little bit. But for new trades that we're going to do, we need to accumulate Dogecoin at proper levels. All right. So keep these in mind, and let's see which one will happen. Other than that, let's say it goes back up from here. If Bitcoin goes and breaks higher level, then in that case, let me show you guys another chart. I have too many things here. It does not allow me. Let me put it somewhere else. Let me clean this. It's from some, who knows, a previous analysis of some kind. Oh shit. Here you go. You can see where I bought in 2024. Anyway, it doesn't matter where I did what I did in the past. We need to see what we're going to do in the future. Um, so, in the case of return of Doge, we still are having it in our portfolio. Let's say that it will turn into a wick here, and before 3 days and 9 hours, it actually comes and makes a V-shaped recovery of so. Then we will trade this, brothers. This will be absolutely amazing to make money in Doge, because you will be only looking at maximum 2 levels until here, then above that is toward the all-time highs, something like this, to give you a bigger perspective of what you can expect in weekly if something like this happens. If not, then we will trade these lower levels just for the sake of trading and exiting, not for holding till these levels. Now, the profitability for that would be great too. 51%, 130%, 250%, right? So, uh, let's now go and see the total charts of what are they telling us so far. So far in weekly, you can see that it's trying to close above weekly, which is going to be actually good if it does. But still, the same way that I showed you in Bitcoin, we need to. Let me clear these from the past, which never actually happened. Now, this is the level that we are maintaining, right? This again is the level that Bitcoin would go to. If this is broken, then we are looking at this. You can maybe even ignore this because I don't think this will hold. But let's see, it's just a very small support. Let's see what is going to actually happen in total. Still, I'm thinking that we might get this bounce before actually dropping to these levels. Then otherwise, a reclaim of 3.5, 3.6 would put us back into a bullish scenario. On the other hand, you can see that it's much more weaker, and the total too without Bitcoin. So Ethereum is again looking weak here, and these resist supports were broken, and now they're turning into levels of resistance. I think this middle one is not making sense. So if we even see it this way, it actually is relevant. Yeah. So let's take a total tree. This one is much better in the form of chart because you can see right after breaking this, now it's trying to go lower. Now the altcoins, not all of them, like for example zcash and tau is performing very well, they might not do this, but everything else, if they fall, they will fall like dogecoin to these levels and to lower levels, which you can see that this hasn't taken the hold of it properly. So if we go for a retest in Bitcoin, and if this is not reclaimed, then you can see it in these lower levels. So try to accumulate those and see it in both ways. Like if you want to see Doge and Solana, see it in their chart, then see it in here. Confirm it with these two levels. Then you get the highest probability of where you are in the market. Then you can also lower your risk. Then you can see where the take profit levels are. Obviously, I'm going to share with you guys in the premium. But still, I'm saying for the knowledge, so how you guys can do it yourself. Okay? All right. What else? We talked about all of these. Let's go into some of the coins that you guys might have, so you can let me know which ones to analyze, or if you have questions you can let me know as well. Why are you guys so silent? You guys can't hear me?
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear
Wa
me?
alaikum salam.
Well, for my part, I'm silent because I'm working now. I don't necessarily have any questions, but if you could tell me more about Solana.
Okay, what should I tell you more about Solana?
Okay,
If
I
you
see.
have taken profits around these levels, then good. Otherwise, we might actually close this and break even and wait for lower levels. So the
Right.
stop loss is still below 147. if this is not maintained. So if this daily candle closes above 148, I would let it be there. Otherwise, if this is broken, then I would exit at a retest or something here. So yeah.
All right.
So the risk here is for Solana from 152.8 something was our entry. The stop loss is like 6%, bro, max. 5%, 6%. It's a little bit higher because the fall was that much, and obviously going back up is also higher. So maintain the risk management.
Okay.
Michael, let me show you HNT, bro. I have actually a good news for you. You wanna know the good news? Michael, can you hear me?
Hey, if Michael doesn't want to hear the good news, I want to hear the good news. Let's hear it.
Okay, the good news is that this coin has actually reclaimed the level of support here. It's very, very, very strong, and currently in daily, it is trying to retest, which is giving us a good buy opportunity to maybe enter. What do you guys think? How do you guys see it? It's actually one of the coins I think at the moment that has the highest volume. We should check it. Where can we check it? Let's go to Coin Gecko and see HNT. Where is the volume? Why I'm not so familiar with this Coin Gecko. I've never checked it here. I always check it on exchange, but to show you guys, I had to come here. It doesn't show volume. It does. Okay. Helium markets. Let's see the volume. You can see that it's trading. The volume is actually good in all of these exchanges that it is listed. So it's not available on Binance, but imagine if it was. So it would have given it more volume. But right now it is doing good. Let's see on Dex's. The volume is good. Let's see if it's driven more with futures. Perpetual futures is 7.8% and the amount of volume in 24-hour. So we can expect an explosion in HNT, to be honest. The same way we saw in some other coins. This one is good. I forgot what HNT is, so since Michael is asking, I remember they had their own devices. Helium allows anyone to build and own massive wireless networks. Interesting. Explore Helium. Join over 366,000 active hotspots. Hotspots set your internet free. I need to do the research on their hotspots, by the way. So yeah, it looks interesting. I had an analysis on it many years ago, not recently. Maybe like 2 years ago. So this is actually very interesting project. I need to dive deeper on it, which I will. But for trading purposes, HNT is halal coin, and if we're going to allocate some of our capital in it, we can. Let's see, the market cap is 439 million in market cap, and the total supply is, oh, it has very less amount of supply. No, 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 it's not less. I thought it's in 100,000. It's in millions, so it has 223 million supply, which is fine. Not fine in the terms of scarcity like Bitcoin, but it's not also in billions like meme coins, which is insane. So it makes it good, like it's in between. Um. So what am I thinking? I am thinking that it can have a push at least toward 4.5, then next to $10, which is a good 5x, 4 to 5x. Okay, like 300, 350, which makes it. Is it right from the current price? Why is it showing me like it's from the current price? Okay, like 3x. 3x for now, at least until the bull run is there. But higher than that, the sky is the limit. We will track it down. Uh, I don't know if we have more data on HNT. I'll have to check it on HNT USDT on MXC maybe. If we have more data, no. It is listed very late. HNT. Where can I get more data? Helium here. All right. Oh, where did you come from? So here you go. Another analysis that I did, I don't know when, on this coin. I think I did it for Michael some time ago. So here you go. Still, we have another case here, another way of seeing it, a break of this these resistances, then a retest here. So that could be a possibility, but if we see it also in the other chart, not this, that also gives us. So what am I thinking? We can maybe, and if we wanna include any amount inside HNT, we should first see what Bitcoin is doing, first of all. Then if we wanna take it for the long term, we should not allocate more than 1 to 2% or 3% of our portfolio, at least for now. Then once it's confirmed, then it gives us a better signal above these levels. Then we can add around the same area on the retest more, like buy a lot more, so it can go to these prices. Maybe we can even trade it because it gives us a very good trade to like 60%. Maybe it will last a week after it breaks this resistance. So if you see, there is still a line of resistance here. That's why you see it in this chart this way, that I still want it to come down. If it does, then it will give us a lot more in percentage toward the 10 to $12, like 600-700%, which is 6-7 times higher than the current price. Well, we don't know how far it can go. We don't know anything about any coin. Michael, I hope you heard it and you're still there. But if you cannot talk, then it's fine.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I was just doing something. Sorry, there is a lot of noise, but yeah, thanks for the.
Yeah, yeah, no disturbance, bro. Keep doing your work, bro.
Sorry, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
cool.
take care. Yeah, I'll catch you in the group, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I think we have something in the chat. Where is the chat? Can you check MLT? I don't know why I still have this. MLT or MILC, which is a multimedia something coin. Yeah, I remember that. Let's go to our new list and add it back. I removed it, bro. Uh-oh, what did I do? No, don't share my list. I still remember this, but I removed it from my chart because I don't hold it anymore. Because it was just keep dropping. Okay, yeah, it was doing it. You can see it went a lot more down, then I gave up on it. Now, after falling to like these places, it's trying to catch up. The thing is, I'm still doubting if it's a Sharia compliant coin, which we should check here. That if they are, let me log in because it might be premium. I think it is definitely so because these are the new coins. MLT, MLT. This is also loading. Wally, do you remember that bubble coin that we bought? You know where I found that from? We made money in it, by the way. And we got out completely before it actually crashed. That was nice. Why is their search not working? This is ML. Okay, you see. So I was right. It comes on a gray area because they provide something like social media or video platform. MILC MILC Global. Web3 Consulting. No, we need to go and check their white paper. Let's see, they have here as services. Your gateway to the digital future. Centralized systems have shown their limits. Data breaches, limited control, and rising security concerns are part of today's reality. Transparency is often lacking. Invisible data flow. Web3 offers. We support you on your journey into decentralized future with well-founded Web3 consulting, from blockchain strategies and development of smart contracts to the creation of white papers. We offer tailored solution for your company, whether it's tokenization, digital identities, NFT. A question from all of you. Should we have a coin of our own, like Halal Portfolio coin? Just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Like, would you invest in it? Michael is laughing.
Man, if you give me the signal to sell, yeah, let's do
Okay, I should give you the
it.
bro. That would make me a scammer. Like, so I should tell you sell our own coin and like give you
Yeah, yeah,
insider information, huh?
yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Put it on Pump Fun, and let's do it.
Yeah, yeah. I should launch it with pump.fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the signal to sell only for premium students.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely.
it would
But
need to
no,
be
but no. If we are actually having something good to do in the future, I might do it, but not the way that these people do. I might actually do it in a very good way, and obviously not dump my coins on everybody like a lot of people do. So, yeah, if you guys come, then be the first initial investors in it, then I would recommend you guys to not sell it and invest as little as possible. We're gonna have a fun with it, inshallah. Like, do it in a very good way in the future.
yeah, but it would need to be a useful coin, like with some real purpose.
Yes, we actually have a good platform, bro. We have education. We raise awareness.
Yeah, I
We
completely agree
give
with that.
signals.
But sometimes the problem is that some other good platforms also have coins, but the value of the coin is not related in the way they do it. The value of the coin is not related to the value of the platform. So people buy the coin thinking, yeah, it's good because the platform is good, but actually the coin is useless. So that I
Yes,
don't,
yes.
yeah. Like for example,
Yes, you're correct. You're correct. No,
for
no,
Uniswap, right?
I was actually having fun with you guys. The thing is
Mm.
that it should, like, for example, if we want to have it, then the revenue that Halal Portfolio is going to be generating should be coming back to the coin, and the coin should go back to the team, and it should have another space that we might be actually helping people with certain other things that can actually become interesting, and there should have some kind of staking. I don't know, but I am not planning to do any of it because we are just teaching people, and we have the whole way like to go in the future. But if there is a way to actually make a useful coin, then we can.
It makes sense, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. So, okay, let's wrap everything up and go if you guys don't have any question. Okay, let me tell you about MLC, what you're going to do. First of all, bro, it comes into gray. If you are not in a lot lost, even if you are, it depends on how you wanna keep this. But even at the time that I had it, I didn't know. But when I got to know, I told you, I guess, as well. That's why I have sold mine. I think I sold it and lost because I didn't make any money from it, and maybe it was for better. So I don't know. The trend is looking healthy until reaching these positions that people might actually start selling it. So it really depends on you if you want to wait to recover. Otherwise, if you want to put it into something else, put it into helium maybe. Who knows if it's actually valuable. And also, what about track? Very good one, Michael. Wali is saying we will be whales. Yes, yes. If you guys buy our coin, you will be whales. So remember that. Buy Halal Portfolio's coin and become a whale. Let's see track. Um, Original trials. So yeah, this one is a legit coin. I had it for some time. Then at that time, I think I needed money, so I had to sell it and put it into something else so I can make money. Now I don't have track anymore. Original trials. Let me put it. Okay, so yeah, I had to sell it around these places, but you can see that it perfectly. What happened? Are you? Can you guys hear me? Something went wrong with my system. So, yeah, it had a very good run, by the way. I don't know how I missed it. Maybe because I am not checking it. So, yeah, it gave 4 times an opportunity to accumulate this around 3 cents. Now it's like 110, 120% up. Okay, like 100% at least. It's up from that level. So, what can we expect? Let's clear things up. First of all, this is a level, okay? Right at the level that it bounced and where I previously sold, because you can see the gap where it could have fallen, but it maintained from here, which this line of previous resistance became a level of support for this coin. Now we are actually seeing it moving up, which is a good thing that it held up from here, like right from the body, from the body, from the body. This is actually good support. So this is the lowest level. Now it has broken this trend line as well, which is a good thing. Now it looks more like Tau to me at this point, that if it comes back to 0.48, I would accumulate it again, because these were the prices I sold it, I believe. So for me to accumulate back around those areas would make sense. Then you're looking at the take profit levels like so and like so. Mm. So weekly, the same way that everything else has come in, has let me see. So like everything else that is right now down at this point, it is trying to come down. What we can do is look for two places to accumulate this coin. One is right at the place that it held from the zone. The other one is a little bit lower than this from this trend line, and it also confirms with this lower level of demand that we had. So this support might actually get broken and give a fake out, maybe. Then we can buy more there. Otherwise, we can accumulate as long as it stays in the zone. So let's see what it will do. We should really have all these three, including in ICP, that we should look where to accumulate. Track MLTHNT. We will discuss it inshallah, and then later on you will receive when I buy them. Then I'll tell you guys to buy them because I bought. But other than that, I have given you guys the level so you can do it yourself too. If sometimes I am not there to see something and you see it, let me know. You can even call me, because sometimes I lose. There are so many coins. I cannot track every single one of them. See what's Bitcoin doing at this point. Okay, it is holding, so yes. So take care, guys. I think it was enough for today. I am tired. You guys might also be tired of listening to me for this long. And thank you for bearing me. I hope you guys learned a little bit from the things I said. Thanks, brother. You're welcome. Okay, we're about to end the meeting. So if you guys also enjoyed the meeting on YouTube and on X, make sure to like the content, share it with your friends, as well as join our community, because it is becoming such a great community lately with all these amazing people that are there, our friends there. If you want to become part of our community, it's right now at $33 a month, which for long-term commitment is $25 a month. You can join through wop.com/halal portfolio. The links will be down below, and these pricing are available till the 10th of this month on November. After that, it will be increased to $49 a month. So take care, everybody. I will see you guys inshallah later in the upcoming videos. Have a good time. Allah Hafiz.